Hey guys, welcome back to another Factorio Workshop. As always, I'm joined by Madzuri.
Greetings.
And today we have some more circuit builds. We've had quite a few of these, but this is a little bit different. It's late game, as in using modules and beacons. However, it's belt-based rather than the typical robot base you would usually see when you get into beacons and modules. So we have a green one and a red one. These are submitted by D4rKMinD, and the blueprints are like creative mode built. They came with these loaders and stuff. You could easily just change this out if you want legit input. But yeah, I'll let Zuri kind of go over this in regards to if it's working fully, inputs, outputs, so on and so forth. Overall, really good builds and utilizes some cool belt weaving as well.
Yeah, I like the belt tricks that he used, and this is about as good as you can get with belt builds in Factorio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did chop the top of this one off. There were extra speed beacons up here, but seeing as how you can't feed the assembly machines 100% even without them, those speed beacons on top weren't doing any good.
Yeah.
They're just wasting resources and power.
Yeah, even as it is, this is a little bit bottlenecked. It looks like due to the fact the inserters aren't able to really grab the wire fast enough. They just can't grab it off the belt fast enough.
Yeah, you need to utilize both sides of the copper belt or something, and less underground belts or something like that. There's ways around it.
Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, this build is still doing between 800 and 850 reds a minute, which is not bad. And yeah, very compact. The belt weaving, as Ray said, we really like it. It uses reds for the export, and they go the opposite direction as the blues. And it, even though they're on the same like tile, same grid, I guess. And then it can really be shown here. You have red input for the copper, actually only one red belt worth, which is split, and it goes up to here, and then the blue is where the cables actually export onto, even though it's on the same grid tile as well, since they're different levels. This is what we call belt weaving, and they don't interfere.
Yeah, I'm quite fond of this trick, and a lot of people consider it cheaty, or I can't even remember what words they use for it. They don't like it, but I'm very fond of it.
Yeah, it works really well. Makes it compact, can get around some logistical problems. So there's a red one, and green one here. If you want to just cover this really quick, Zuri.
Sure, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, which is close enough with a 40%, bonus. Actually, I'm looking at it. This could be made just a little more efficient beacon-wise by moving this up or down one. But the problem is, if you do that, these now work too fast, and you need like a second stack inserter for the copper cabling into the green circuits and an extra output inserter. So it may be an intelligent choice to line the beacons up like they are.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stagger them, you can probably get rid of this middle beacon and have the same effect and just save yourself some resources and energy.
Right. That's a good point.
But yeah, there's also some belt tricks. Seeing as how they always put on the same side of the belt, and every so often they merge sideways onto an underground belt. They call it the hood trick.
Ah, yeah, that's a very good catch. I almost didn't notice it that this one stops instead of continuing through, merges over, so it's a double laned belt rather than one lane.
And since it's fed from the top, if you have enough resources to feed the bottom sets, that feeds into the logistic robot network. It's just a cap chest at 2 stacks. I'm gonna call them stupid inserters.
Yeah,
They don't have a condition, and that's fine.
yeah, hard limiting it can be totally fine. And then if these fill up, it also has the export for, well, one of them has an export onto the belt as well. It looks like some of these only export into the logistics network, which is fine too. Actually,
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not.
I think it
I'll,
is because the rest of these insert into the network and belt, so it may have just been a blueprint glitch.
it's possible.
So yeah. And
So there we go. It's not quite a full blue belt output though. Not quite. Really close.
yeah, super, super close. There's little gaps once in a while, but still, it's about 7,000 a minute, which, you know, for this size and using belts is pretty darn good in my book, at least.
Yeah, for late game belt builds, these are top notch. Good job.
Well, there you go, guys. Zuri's stamp of approval. I approve. Well done. Nice tricks with the belt weaving. You know, a little bit of bottleneck issues, but that's just kind of inserters being silly and not grabbing, and it could be worked around a little bit, but overall, very good. And I believe that'll do it, unless there's anything else you have to add, Zuri.
No, that's it.
Alrighty. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Any other submissions or thoughts down in the comments would be fantastic. But until next time, we will see you later.
Later.